Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Mole Trap here, coming at you with game number 2 of the Sky 2006 Sky Pro League Round 2 Playoffs Finals. And I just wanted to open with this shot here because it's showing you that they're putting a lot of pomp and circumstance into these finals, ladies and gentlemen. Big stage, big crowd. You can kind of hear the echoes of the casters. The Korean casters, as it's a really big stadium and what have you. But I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to the game, actually. There's much... Whoop, that's too far. Okay, there we go. That little too far. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Pusan versus Much is going to be game number 2 here of CJ versus MBC game. I was actually in a supermarket the other day, and I was perusing the frozen foods aisle, and there was some CJ brand dumplings in the frozen food section of the supermarket. CJ is a food company, basically, based in Korea. Do lots of different kinds of foods, I think. It's probably like you know, a Kellogg's or something like that, basically in Korea. I think they have a lot of different subsidiaries and different kinds of brands and foods as they do. Anyway, and they're up against MBC Game. MBC Game is, of course, a cable television station that plays gaming content, which is maybe where this was televised. I'm not sure, actually, if this is from On Game Net or MBC Game. Neither of which are in existence anymore. MBC Game actually, I don't know, I want to say folded. I don't know if they, like, were forced to fold or anything like that. Smells like Park Joe Spirit, I think that's what it says. I don't know who that is. I still haven't looked that up. Anyway, that's the same sign that was at the last playoff. So it might be that Park Joe. Maybe I'll look up these guys' names in the background here and see if I can find out. It's not gonna be easy to click on them, actually. So anyway, yes. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, NBC Game, they went out of business in like 2010 or 11, like while I was in Korea, and but I got to go to their studio and see some StarCraft matches live in their NBC Game studio before they stopped. OSL actually went out of business, or not OSL, On Game Net actually went out of business or stopped, folded, whatever, just last year. So now there's no, as far as I know, there's no pure gaming cable stations in Korea, or anywhere in the world, I guess, actually. If there's one in some other country, let me know. There was like, for a while, there was like, what was it, G5 TV or G4 TV? There was like a sort of gaming-ish channel in the United States. I don't know if that's even still a thing, but it's definitely not like not the same as On Game Net, you know? Anyway, to give you guys some context here, we got CJ's player is going to be Much. He's going to be the teal Protoss, and the, I guess, blue Protoss. Oh god, do we have teal Protoss versus blue Protoss? Oh my god. Oh boy, I just I was gonna never mind. Anyway, teal versus blue. Much is gonna be the teal Protoss. Looks like he's in the bottom of the map, and Pusan is gonna be the blue Protoss in the top left of the map. And yeah, this is our Tau Cross 3-player map. Relatively straightforward. No ramps on this map though, so that might play into things. And we actually have Much expanding. I don't know why I said it that way. Expanding. And getting a quick expansion up, actually. Wait, is this no? That's what I'm sorry. That's Pusan. Pusan has his expansion up. Sorry, it's blue. This is blue, not teal. And is getting a second gateway up as well. What is Much going to do to respond to this? He's actually gotten a second gateway and is getting Dragoon range. So it's the classic battle, the classic struggle between econ and aggression. And I think that Pusan's probably going to be okay here. Oh, Pusan putting a Manor Pylon in that choke point. That choke point is small enough that if he puts that pylon there, Much's Dragoons cannot get through there. And so now you actually see that I'm sorry, Pusan's Dragoons can't get out to defend his expansion. So much, his Dragoons are actually able to come in here and do some damage. You can see him taking some pot shots at that Zealot. He's even gonna make another Manor Pylon. He's gonna try and kill that Zealot with his own Dragoon. And, in the meantime, he's actually, instead of trying to kill the other Dragoon, he's focusing on that pylon. Second pylon is up. The Zealots can get through. But not at, oh, he's blocking the Dragoon with the, oh, it barely gets away though. Barely gets away, and Much is gonna have, the advantage with the Dragoon range. I don't know if he's, oh no, the Zealot got out and actually got another surround on that Dragoon and killed it off. This is actually horrible. This is actually going really horrible for Much. I'm sorry, for Much. Pusan, I think, is gonna pull off this expansion. I was thinking before that he was gonna have that second gateway up. He was gonna be able to put out troops just as quickly as Much, and Much was only gonna have a little bit of advantage in the Dragoon range and having his Dragoons out a little bit earlier. But the walking distance made it so that Pusan was fine with his second gateway coming up later. But the pylon block was a genius play, and it just didn't pay off, unfortunately. Just didn't pay off for him. He just didn't make it work. Now, what is Much going to do to respond to this? It looks like he's... wait, what is that? That's right outside of Pusan's base, and he's building another gateway and a battery? Is that what's going on? I didn't actually see what that other building was, but I thought I saw a shield battery being built there, so it looks like he still wants to remain aggressive. In the meantime, Pusan going for Dark Templars. His Templar Archives is okay. Robotics facility. So he's actually proxying robotics facility and proxy robotics facility, proxy shield battery, proxy Dragoons, obviously. And so basically this is going to come down to, is he going to make an observatory? If he does, he might be okay. If he makes robotics, he's going, oh no, he's going to try, he's actually going to be forced out here, forced back to his little support station here. And he does have that shield battery to use to heal up his units. So he's actually going to push Pusan back into his base. Pusan being a little bit bold there, pushing out there. But yeah, so Much is going to be able to defend that. But here's the thing is that another? It's another shield battery. Oh, man, he's gone for the support bay, ladies and gentlemen. The Templar Archives comes up. 2 Dark Templars are in production currently. Much is not going to have anything to deal with them. He even built a cannon in case Much was going for his own Templar tech. I mean, it's kind of smart, you know. I like this proxy robo, so you can try and get Reavers out as quickly as possible and just have even Dragoons and better tech. And it's just not gonna. Yeah, it's just not gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna come in here. Big blades are gonna just chop down everything. He's gonna kill the pylon and depower the robotics facility before a Reaver even comes out. Much realizing he's in deep trouble, pushing in here with what he has. He says, "I'm gonna die in about 3 minutes. Let's see if I can kill him in 2." And actually, I'll reduce those numbers. It's more like I'm gonna die in 1 minute. I need to kill him in 30 seconds. And but it's not going to happen, I don't think. He's actually doing a lot of damage. He's killed off several Dragoons here, but these DTs are going to stop him up from getting into the main, and it's just not going to happen. Actually, imagine if Much had gone for his own Templar tech instead of the Robo tech, and he was getting out DTs right now in a proxy location. He kills all the Dragoons with his own Dragoons, and then has his own DTs to come in. Dragoons kill the cannons, his own DTs. That might have been obviously very much in hindsight a better play. Much has built a... Oh no, Pusan built another pylon to block Much's units from getting out to join up with this push. And this is just, everything's going wrong. He's rebuilt the pylon on the robotics facility. No, I'm sorry, this is actually... Much built a pylon to block the DTs from getting into his base, to buy time to get cannons. I'm sorry, I had mistaken that. So and that has worked actually. But in the meantime, Pusan's coming out here. If a Reaver pops out right now, that would be hilarious because it would just die. It's an observer actually. He popped out an observer. He's got 1 observer out at robotics facility. Wasted a ton of money on the support bay. Just everything going wrong here for Much basically. Pusan's gonna sneak that DT in, and, well, sneak maybe isn't the best word, because it's within vision of a cannon, but, I mean, just everything's going wrong here for Much. Well, Well, he's killed off a couple DTs now, but he's lost. Now he's lost control of that proxy location, which was his like all-in second attempt. What does he have? He's got nothing. He's lost his robotics facility. He's lost his support bay. He's going for a Citadel, but it's like way too late. He's going for his own Templar. Oh, this is just painful, man. This is just painful. It looks like we're probably gonna have Pusan tie up the series and make it a 1-to-1 situation, which will be cool because then the 2v2 will be a decider of who's gonna have the advantage going into the later part of the series. I mean, it's not over yet, I guess, but you know, what's the one way that you can get back into a match where you're completely far behind like this? It's Dark Templar, and Much doesn't have DTs yet. He will soon. But what can he do with them? Pusan has cannons, and he probably is getting robotics tech, actually, I'd imagine. Maybe, I don't know. I guess it'll maybe force him to get robot. If he doesn't have robotics tech and these DTs come out, Much could theoretically like double expand or something like that while he has a little bit of an advantage. I think I just saw, yeah, there's a robo for, wait, is it, he's making a second Citadel? What's going on? Is Pusan making another Citadel? What? Did he lose his Citadel to Dragoons earlier or something? I don't know why Pusan is making another Citadel of a Dune. Very strange. Anyway. No, there's his Citadel in his main. Okay, he's canceled it. Okay. Maybe it was a block. Oh, maybe it was a block. That's what it was. It was just a building to... It's a silly building to put as a blockade, I guess, but maybe it was just a mistake and he realized it and canceled it. But I was thinking maybe... I didn't see exactly where it was. Maybe it was meant to block so that the DTs couldn't run in his base. I don't know. I don't know. It looked like a little bit of a mistake, though. But he's canceled it. He's made a pylon instead. So... yeah, so again, Much is buying himself some time here. And this is kind of cute. He's got a nice little wall of Dragoons. And a shield battery next to it. Make sure he cannot get broken through there by... Even if there was like 6 DTs ran in there, he could probably keep him from getting through. Anyway, but Much has bought himself some time, and he has expanded. I really feel like he needed to like double expand in order to try and do that, but yeah, I mean, Pusan already has robotics, already has observers out, so it wouldn't really matter. Like that was his one gambit, was to get out DTs and get enough map control to get a second expansion up or something like that. But now he no longer has map control. Now that there's one observer is out, unless he can maybe like use his own observer, pick off that observer. No, I mean, Pusan's just gonna make another observer. I just really don't think there's much can do at this point, because maybe a storm drop, I guess. Okay, he does have a high Templar over here, but there's so many more units coming in from Pusan. He's got double the Dragoons. He's got Zealots as well, which he doesn't have any of. A nice storm hits a lot of those Dragoons. But it doesn't even matter if you can, take the shields off of 5 Dragoons, but he's got 10 more Dragoons than you. Doesn't matter at all. Speed Zealots are running in here as well to just make sure that he can seal the deal. Pusan is pushing in for the final kill. He's got everything he needs to deal with this. I think he might have lost his Observer, but at this point it doesn't even matter. Even if DT's popped out right now to defend against this, he has enough forces that he could literally kill all the buildings and eliminate Much before... he could do anything. And actually there's another observer there anyway, so it's fine. He's gonna kill off the brand new expansion. Barely got any mining done. Arbiter tech coming out for Pusan. Oh man, it'd be kind of fun to see some Manor Arbiters at the end of the game, but this game's gonna end before Arbiters are actually on the field. He's running in here, doing some damage there. There's one Templar still. He's gonna maybe get off a last-ditch storm just to say he did, but he's got really good storms, If they'd had even forces, those 2 storms would have given Much the advantage and possibly control of the game. But I mean, this is not looking good. Not looking good for Much. But it's the playoff finals. You gotta fight to the end. You can't give up if there's any chance that your opponent has a stroke and falls over at their computer. Actually, at that point, he probably still could have won Pusan. If Pusan had fallen over dead, he still would have won the game at that point. Anyway, Pusan takes the win. Pusan takes the win. And you know what? We were just talking on my live stream the other day about interlacing, and I didn't know what interlacing was. And now we're seeing some signs of it. You can kind of see it's having some of the frames move. You can see how there's like horizontal lines where it's like every other line of pixels is being drawn from each frame to the next. And so that's why you're seeing some of that static that's going on. So there you go. You learned something new today, sort of, except I didn't really explain it well enough to that you could actually say you learned it. But anyway, I just recognize that now. Now seeing that effect, I think that's what's going on. But anyway, just goes to show we talk about all kinds of random fun stuff on the live streams when we're watching these old games in a watch party format as well. But that's gonna do it for game number 2. The series is tied up, ladies and gentlemen, and like I said, we got a lot of talent. Light and Saint versus Rage and Oversky. 4 very, very good players are gonna be facing off here in the 2v2 match coming up before too long.